Hello. Sorry, just setting a couple things up right now. Gonna need one of these. I need one of these bad boys. And sorry, I've got the OBS pulled up right here on this screen. I was trying to see. Oh yeah, I can pull up. Trying to see if I can make the chat show up on the. Here we go. Yes. How's everybody doing today? Good. What's up, Andrew, Jennifer, Inept, Fuzzy Falcon, Dark Gamer, Philly Beans. My name is Sturdy. Oh, nice, your brother got it for you. Tuning in from Ireland. What up, Philly? Jose, Nima, Heidi. What up? How's it going, everyone? MHBC6DL. All right, let's do some drawing. First up, we got Diane. Can everyone hear me all right, by the way? Playing some Minecraft? Sounds good. Babysitting your grandkids? Nice. Low on the volume? Yeah, that's what they always say. It's low on the volume. Low on the volume. Low on the volume. Look, it peaks in the yellow range. Look. Look, here's the volume. Yes, this is the volume right here. Volume, well, I guess it is pretty low. I don't know why. Well, it's because I'm not near the mic right now. But when I'm near the mic, this is how high it goes, into the middle, see? To the yellow? Isn't it supposed to go into the yellow, or is it supposed to go into the red? I feel like this is how I usually talk. And when I pull up the streams afterwards, it sounds okay on my end. I don't know. I mean, I hear what you're saying. I don't want to totally don't want to totally disregard your feedback. I'm here for the feedback, but yellow is fine. All right, thanks. It's calm and peaceful. The red means, yeah, red is like peaking, right? Got my tea. This person wants color in their drawing. Which I'm happy to do. Hope you're all having had a good weekend, by the way. Just gotta start drawing. I didn't stream much last week. I had a lot going on, but I still did a bunch. I did probably more like, I did like 25 more books off stream, just fitting them in when I could. So I was still making progress even though I wasn't streaming. Yeah, I think you're right, DW. It's like red. I think it's red because, yeah, you don't. Once you hit the top of the red, that's when it actually starts distorting. That's the peaking, maybe. I don't know. I'm not a sound engineer expert. What's up, what Pete wants? Hello. Any name now, sturdy. Any day now, I mean. What number does it put you at? I think I'm at 2. I got up to 2,555. 2,555. Hey, Judas Puppet. What's up? What's up? This is an international. I have like 5 international orders I want to do today though. These ones don't have order numbers. What's up, Aishaw? Yeah, I think it's cool to put, when people buy these, it's like a book full of my drawings, but then, I don't know, I just like the idea that there's a drawing in the front and each one is different. Hey, Skellaman. Submit your master's thesis today? Ooh, yeah, good luck. Yeah, I'm wearing the G-Shock. Probably had this for like 6 or 7 years now. They have a new G-Shock that I really want, but it's expensive enough that I haven't pulled the trigger on it. It looks like it looks completely different. Like it looks kind of alien and bulbous. It's like a bulbous G-Shock. Does anyone know which one I'm talking about? Nice Skeleman. Yeah, you can spend a little time switching over. What's up, Ivan Vilovsky? How are you? Sorry if I missed anyone's chats. Spending a lot of time looking at the paper here. But good to have all of you. Hope you're all doing okay. Hey, Kendrin. How are you? Excited for Christmas this year? Yeah. Hey, aesthetic lover. Yeah, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Drawing with middle purple pink right now. Middle purple pink. Middle purple pink. I like that name. Hello, I cough. What's my general kind of attitude for making art? Does it have some deep meaning, or you just want to look cool and have fun doing it? Definitely more in the look cool and have fun doing it neighborhood. I mean, sometimes I actually beat myself up a little bit. That I was frustrated that my art didn't have a deep meaning, because a lot of artists seem to really flex about that a little more, you know, and a lot of art seems to thrive on the deep meaning of itself, you know. But I'm like, my art doesn't really have any deep meaning. I was just drawing it because I liked making it. It's satisfying to draw the lines and watch it take shape, and I was just pulling on and inspired by the things I saw in my life that were interesting to me, like something as simple as, you know, power lines or something. There's no real deep meaning there. I mean, there could be if you meditated on it long enough or something, but I don't think it has to be that complicated. It brought me some joy. It gave me some. It was fun for me to look at and think about and recreate in my own little way, and I think that's enough. Am I concerned I've spent too much time on abstract? Haven't seen me draw a tree in a while? Yeah, but I don't really need to draw trees when there's about a zillion of them outside. What's the point of drawing a tree? I can just go look out the window. And I did draw a couple trees in the last streams because people requested them. Hey, Fire Woman, hello. How's it going? Violet Snail, hello, thank you. Not a fan of risotto. Risotto? I don't even know how to say it. Is that the pasta? I'm not sure what that is. Is it the pasta that's like little grains of rice looking type thing? Real Barack Obama 472, hello. Abstract seems like opposite of Renaissance art, which is probably highest quality. It's weird rice. What is quality? Exactly. It's a crazy thing to say. I didn't even know how to respond to that. Yes, Renaissance art is the highest quality art. Ever since then, it has been only downhill. Hey, storyteller, Zip. Zip, what's up? Southeastern Arizona, 22 C. Oh, you're in Arizona? Saying the, are you saying the temperature in Celsius in Arizona? Pretty cool. Pretty cool of you. Cool discussion of quality and that is it. Oh, wow. A video of you sparked idea, just fill a page. Oh, I'm glad to hear you've been filling some pages. Just filling the pages. True. I think you can say art is good because you like it. You just got to be prepared for other people to not agree with you. Zen in the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. Oh, are you the one that recommended that to me earlier? I feel like in another stream someone recommended that book to me. Hey, Cosmic Lettuce, how are you? Mrs. Red Arts Room, hello. Early morning. TV2 Live, hello. All of you are free. All art is bad? True. Project Hail Mary. Oh yeah, that was a good book. I didn't like the end. I don't mean to spoil it for you if you haven't finished it, but still a good read. I probably shouldn't have said that. Because you say you're currently reading it now that I look at that more closely. The Bitcoin, oh yeah, the Bitcoin bubble is much more, maybe it's not a bubble, but maybe it's just easier to speculate on than NFTs. More people are investing in it for longer or something. I don't know what the heck's going on with Bitcoin. I try not to think about all that stuff. It doesn't really affect my life, so that I know of. I'm just gonna do my own thing over here. My favorite ecosystem in nature? I think I just like, when you ask me that, the first thing that popped into my mind is just like grass. Because normally nothing is happening at first glance, but then if you just sit there and you just look really closely at the grass, put your face like a foot away from the grass and stare at it for a while, you slowly start to see so much happening just in the grass, like tons of tiny little bugs crawling around and stuff. But that's the case with a lot of little ecosystems like that. What up, Tom? Oh, you sent me emails? I think I got the emails. Yeah, I appreciate that. I haven't been great at responding to emails lately, but thank you. I hope you enjoy the book. Thank you. Are you the one that I don't know if this is, are you the one that sent you pictures of you drinking wine out of a sippy bottle? Sippy cup? Or whatever it's called. Is that a microbiome? Micro ecosystems? Yeah, so many little bugs. Favorite element on the periodic table? I don't know, I never thought about that. Never thought about that. I don't know I don't know what some good options are. Any recommendations? That was you, Tom? Yeah, those are funny. Those are really funny. I had a little chuckle at those. Thank you. Do you think the blue pencil looks good? Thank you. I mean, I actually was just second guessing the blue because it's almost, I don't know, maybe it almost looks too good. Like it's, I don't know if you call this like a complementary color or something, like it's almost too on the nose or something. You know, blue and pink, they just always go together. Like one of those, I don't know. That's why I kind of like this brown that I put with the pink, because it's just kind of, it's just kind of there. Just trying out different colors together is always a weird adventure. Definitely haven't figured out how it all works yet. Oh, it adds a nice depth. Color theory is a deep rabbit hole. Stranger in a Strange Land. Oh yeah, I like that book. That's about the was it like a Martian or something that comes to Earth? Something like that. I'm back on my Bigelow Peak Energy tea. If it's before like 5 o'clock in the day, that's the kind of tea I drink usually. I've never watched the Planet of the Apes movies. Michael Valentine, yeah. So a weird name for a Martian, isn't it? I can't remember why that was his name. Blue and bronze. What's up, Nina? There's an owl hooting nearby. What a treat. What's up, Julie? Julie? Pretty good. Oh, I feel like I've been missing a lot of the people chatting. Sorry about that, but what's up? And hello. Every time I look up, there's a bunch of new messages. Trying digital art, not very good at it. Hey, you know, maybe it takes a little while to get used to it. Give it a chance. Just experiment. I think that's the key for any new medium. Try to have fun with it. There's a chatty chat. Yeah. I was using middle purple pink for a lot of these pink lines, and now I've got some cracked out the magenta pencil to make some little darker areas here. What other color should I add to this? I'm thinking maybe a yellow. or orange. Maybe a green, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I should keep it kind of in the same neighborhood as the colors I've already got instead of keep continually expanding the color palette like I usually do. I need to work on maybe keeping a more controlled color palette. But then again, one of my favorite things to do is just randomly grab colors as I look at them in the pencil cup and have fun with them that way and not overthink it too much. Dark green? Dark green could be interesting. Really, I believe any colors can work. There's no wrong colors. What's up, user YV6XW7NS3030? What's up? It already, by some weird combination of colors I've got right here, it already kind of looks like there's a little bit of green to me. So I don't think green would be out of place. I think it's the blue. It's like this blue and yellowish brown on top of each other. Maybe creates a greenish. I feel like I used to have a darker green. I don't know where it went. It's probably between my couch cushions or something. All my greens feel kind of bright and vibrant. Yellow will make it lean towards yellow overall. Yeah, this brown I have in here is kind of a yellowish brown anyways. It's the raw umber. Yellow, adding yellow, like a straight up yellow to any drawing, I found is like a very powerful change. Like there's no coming back from that. And it's, I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying the yellow is just like, boom. It's like adding pickles to a sandwich. It changes everything. But maybe that's the case with every color. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm just more sensitive to yellow or something. think I'm gonna add more of this dark indigo. I need some darker areas. Okay. How many copies sold? I can check how many copies are sold on Amazon. Let's see. Reports. Probably sold on Amazon. It says I've sold 906 copies, and probably these customized copies I've probably sold like 300 more, which is crazy that I've sold like a third as many customized copies. Yeah, 300 is a lot. Yeah, thank you, sweet meat. I was expecting to sell like 20 of these. Crazy. Yeah, thank you, everybody. Okay, I think just a few more. Let me zoom out. See where I might want to put some shadows in this and I think we're almost done with this little guy. Yeah, I'm liking those outlines. Yeah, helps a lot. Little outline there. I agree that art it helps if it's like playful. But then I think back, like I feel like throughout history there seems to be like a lot of the famous artists. Maybe art has changed throughout history because it seems like like if you look through art history, it seems like a lot of people back in the day or like hundreds or thousands of years ago were often way more serious about art. Like for a long time throughout history, a lot of art, that at least the stuff that survived and was popular and thrived, like for example, like all the religious art and stuff like that didn't seem that playful. Or a lot of the art in like the Roman Empire and stuff, that like a lot of that was just like commissioned by or in honor of, like a Roman emperor or something. That didn't seem that playful. So I don't think art has to be playful, but for people like us, if we're just sitting around making art, I think it probably is important. If we're not if we're not receiving commissions from the Pope or the Emperor, yeah, that probably is a really good way to keep making art without going crazy and starting to hate it and then stopping making art. You know what I mean? Also, back in the day, it seemed like there was less people had less time and time in their days and time in their lives to make art for fun. Or maybe the people that made art for fun, that art just didn't survive the test of time. And I don't know, it probably did. I mean, they have like, in like Pompeii and stuff or whatever, Isn't there like examples of like graffiti and stuff? I guess that's art that was made for fun. I guess most of the art that we look at from a long ago in history, a lot of that is just like the most famous stuff that was made for commissioned by rich people or something. So maybe it's some kind of like confirmation bias. I don't know. Yeah, exactly what Pete wants. I'm thinking the more I think about it, the more I think there probably was a lot more fun art happening that we just don't know about because it wasn't recorded in the history books as thoroughly. Okay. One down. The experts said no to it. Medieval marginalia with snails and killer rabbits. Yeah, it could be cosmic lettuce. Fun ancient art. Yeah. What's up, Tex? Tex CWL, Tex CWL. Yeah, welcome to the live stream. Thank you. Hope you're doing well today. Okay, this one is for Glenn. Chilling out with their ancestors and chilling out with your caveman friends. Taking turns grabbing a stick from the fire and drawing with the charcoal on the walls of your cave. Having friends, you're playing Prehistoric Pictionary. Hey, first one to guess what this is, you get the chicken leg. If they had chickens back then, they were probably eating probably eating like prehistoric horses or something. I don't know. It's a misery. How do I explain authorized textbook on the cover of my book? What's there to explain? It's like a self-explanatory. I authorize it as it basically means this is the authorized textbook. The first winter chicken dinner. Yeah. Eating dinosaur legs, yeah. Watch any good or fun TV lately? I've been watching that show, The Chair Company, with April. That show is crazy. Cannot even keep track of what is happening half the time. I just love how different it is. Half the time I'm like mind boggled, and half the time I'm laughing. I love that show. Vonnegut, yeah, I love Vonnegut. I have a few books by him. And I think I have a book of art by him that someone gave me. Nice storyteller. Sounds good. So Michael Vasquez, how are you? Welcome on in. By the way, y'all can join the channel membership for like 99 cents if you want to. It's not required. Okay, you can be here without doing that, but it's an option. You can watch completely for free, even with an ad blocker, I don't mind. Hey, thanks, Michael. Hey, Rupee, your book came today? Nice. Yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Yo, Dark Gamer, nice emojis. Emotes? What are they called? Emotograms. That's what they are. The problem with some of the international shipments I've had is I send them and then I get, for example, I think I can show this. I don't think this has any, information I can't show. I get a German email like this from UPS. Basically, I think this says that the person has to pay I don't know. I don't think I have to pay this. I think the person I'm hoping will, it says they have to pay 14 more euros to get it through customs or something. I'm hoping that they get a notification, like maybe they get like a little message to their door, like a little note saying, I don't know. I'm hoping it's not just sitting there. I don't know. Just a little frustrated. I'm hoping worst case scenario is that if it doesn't get paid, they'll send me another warning email that it, like I'm running out of time or something, and then I'll pay it, I guess. I don't know. Oh, that's Dutch. Oh, sorry. Yeah, sometimes it sends Dutch ones, and sometimes it sends. Oh yeah, this is Dutch now that I look more carefully. I get Dutch ones sometimes, German ones. I've gotten Swedish ones. Sorry, I didn't look at it very carefully. I was mostly trying to see that. I was mostly looking carefully to see that there wasn't like a tracking number or an address on it before I showed it on stream. Nice, Ronald. Hey, shout out to Holland. I would like to go to Holland one day. That's where they have all the tulips, right? I'm sure they have other cool stuff there too, but I don't know. Is going and seeing the tulips a very touristy thing to do, or is it actually cool? Is it actually cool? What's the actually cool thing to see in Holland? The tulip fields, you know what I'm talking about? Is that just one little thing that they put on screensavers? Is that a stereotype, or is it an actual cool thing? And aren't there windmills too? Oh, going to Amsterdam also. Yeah, I was gonna mention that, but then I didn't. I feel like Amsterdam is famous. Like some people are like famous for like the weed tourism, red light district, whatever. But aren't there like cool canals and stuff too? I feel like I like the canals and like boats and anywhere with cool architecture. Architecture like old castles or cathedrals would be cool. Really, the only place I've been in Europe is Italy. Actually, I went to Amsterdam on a layover. That's it. I've just been to the Amsterdam airport. Tulip Festival is worth the drive. Okay, the worth the drive is a worth a transatlantic flight. Still writing Alien script? No, I haven't written an Alien script in forever. I think I would have to. I'd have to get a little refresher on it. I don't think I remember how. Delft. What's in Delft? I like the name Delft. York in the UK. Yeah, I feel like I've heard cool things about York. Also bicycles. I know, but I've heard the locals ride their bicycles in crazy ways because they're so used to it. You know, like they have their own. Like you can easily get in their way and like get ran over by someone else in a bicycle or make them upset because you're riding your bicycle all slow and timidly or something. I don't know. Is that true? Utrecht? Oh yeah, Utrecht would be cool. Do they have Airbnb in Europe? Like it'd be cool to like not stay in a hotel but stay in a little houseboat on a canal. Is that a thing? Just for a few days, you know? I don't know if that would be as cool as it sounds in my head. You're ripping out the neckline of your dress? All right, have fun. You can do it. Yeah, special lanes for bikes. We have that some in some places in America. Depends on even like the weird thing is some towns have bike lanes, but they're kind of like it seems like they're kind of half-assed, if you know what I mean. Like sometimes the bike lanes just kind of come and go. Like you'll be riding down the street and then the bike lane just kind of disappears and you're back riding with the cars that feel like they're trying to actively hit you. Some cities are way better for it. Like when I was ride bikes in Chicago, I felt way, even though Chicago, the traffic is way crazier, everyone there is way more used to cyclists than like here in Greensboro, North Carolina, just because there are way more cyclists in Chicago. So I felt safer riding my bike in Chicago, even down busy roads. Here in Greensboro, no one is used to or respects cyclists. So it feels way more dangerous. I think it's becoming more common to have fully separated bike lanes. I feel like cities are slowly adding them, you know, because they're trying to become more. We want to be more bike friendly, more walkable, more eco friendly, you know. It's like popular, it's trendy or something. They want their city score to go up on some, for some metric. I don't know. Got an e-bike, it's awesome. I have an e-bike. I haven't been riding it very much because The main thing I worry about is locking it up because the main way I've figured for locking it up is I have to like take out the battery with me. Maybe it's just a bad e-bike. I don't want to take out the battery when I park it. That's crazy though. 5,000 miles is a lot. What kind of e-bike is it? Must be a good one. Yeah, Ableton is pretty overwhelming. I've had fun messing around with it though. I need to do that more. It feels more. It feels kind of like playing, not like playing an instrument, but like playing with a toy to me. Like it's a big musical fidget toy. Hey, Paul. Paul Inestage. It's not the original tune, food. Hello. You love writing lyrics? Writing the lyrics to songs is like the part I'm the worst at. I feel like the lyrics always, whenever I actually write lyrics and like sing them or just say them or rap them or whatever and add them to the song, I feel like it makes the song worse. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe I try too hard with the lyrics or listen to them too carefully or I think it's like when it comes to poetry, whenever I try to write a poem, sometimes I think it's like, oh, it's cringy or something. I think I'm probably overthinking it. You spot a 303. What is that, a synth? What is that, like some Roland thing? Like Roland names other things like that. I don't know what that is off the top of my head though. Yeah, I think I'm just like in the wrong mindset for poetry a lot of the time. I like how you say that though, playing with puzzle pieces or Legos. Sounds like you're in a good spot. All right, see you later, Chex Mix. Yeah, have a good one. You do gotta eat. It's true. Poetry is cringy, at least means it hits someone's emotions. I think bottom line, if the poetry is cringy, at least it exists. That's better than non-existent poetry. What's up? It's a B Dembski. Hello. Oh, I just made a poem. Is that a poem? Hey, Moat, how are you? Hunting Sunder, what's up? I would like a typewriter. That would be cool. The song is called Over, instrumental version by Teeklef. 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 Yeah, I use Rhyme Zone a lot when I'm trying to make little lyrics for my songs on Ableton. I can't tell if it's a crutch or not. Like maybe I would write better lyrics if I wasn't trying to make them rhyme. Like I don't know if it's actually that important. November, you're 10 years cigarette free. Wow, congratulations. Winter Gutton. I've heard of them. I've never seen them, I don't think. Though. Mm-hmm. Did I say that the Winter Gutton thing weird? I think in my head I always say Winter Garden. But then when I said it out loud just now, I was like, wait, that's not how it is. Whatever. Nice micro works. Yeah, good job, sweets meat. I've quit for 1.5 months now. It's those dang sculpture people, the iron pour casting people, they all smoked. It was so fun to smoke with them, but so bad. That's awesome, Misery. Wintergarten. Wintergarten. Like brush pens? I think brush pens, I don't know, I just could never really get into the swing of them. I like drawing with them, but I feel like I never really I never really managed to make anything I really liked with them. I have mixed feelings about brush pens. I definitely see the potential. I've seen other people do amazing things with them, but you know, not everything is for everyone. What's up, Sandra? Is he a thermometer? He might be. Yeah. Okay, this one's for Glenn. Summer in Little Guy Land. That was a good name. All right, the next one is for Jack. I'm gonna go get more hot water in my teacup. My tea bag is so lonely with no hot water to steep in. Okay. Mm. I'm back. Shh. Everybody act normal. Everybody act normal. It was very. Last night had like the coldest temperatures we've had so far this year. Here in North Carolina, it was like 14 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is Celsius. Probably like. Wait, 0 degrees Celsius is freezing? Probably like negative 10 or something. And it was windy. You were not dancing. Oh, okay. Definitely no dancing going on. It's good to know. No dancing whatsoever. Oh, it's negative 500,000 in Celsius. You saw a snowman? Yeah, it was testing my heating too. Thankfully it didn't break. What's your emergency heating? Is that like pulling out a space heater or something? A little kerosene camping heater? I remember my dad had a kerosene heater when Y2K came around. And a camping stove. That was his way of preparing for Y2K. Never gets cold in LA. What if you go? Aren't there like mountains near LA? Are they not? Do they ever get cold up there? Oh, that's interesting, Judas. Well, I'm glad that was there and glad it worked. And that you're not an icicle. Yeah, we've got a wood stove in our my art studio. Love those things. I feel like a wood stove is like the heating version of a record player. Because you gotta, it's like it's an experience where you got to kind of keep your eye on it, keep interacting with it, keep touching it, and you add wood or you flip the record over or add a different record. You know what I mean? Hey, Butterfly Girl. Teasing you with the talk of being cozy? Or are you very cold right now? Oh, we getting cozy. Got a little sweatshirt on. I got my socks on. I got my sweatpants on. I'm sipping a hot tea. Right, yeah, the tactility. Yes. And I feel like you can have both things. You can have a rack. You can either have a rack of vinyls, of records, or you can have a rack of wood. All your supplies are there to put into the main object. Your rack of wood to keep putting in the heater, your rack of vinyls to choose from to put on the record player. Now, next time I add wood to the wood stove, I'm gonna thoughtfully choose which log I add, as if it was a record. And if anyone else is there, I'm like, how do you feel about this one? Like, fancy a little bit of this log? What's up, Tizoodle? How are you? Uh, the next order up is I just finished 2555, 2,555. This is the international order, so it doesn't have an order number exactly. I've got like 5 international orders to do today. But as far as the regular order numbers go, 2555 is the last one I finished. I did about 20 of those, maybe like 17 this week. Even though I didn't stream, I did some off stream. Or last week. I don't know what today is. Monday? Yeah, the crackling. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I like this part. That pop right there. Yeah. Oh, yours is done, Bullwinkle? Oh, nice. Yeah, I should be getting those in the mail in the next couple of days here. Sorry I didn't stream it. But that means it'll be a surprise. Pop music. Oh yeah, Bullwinkle. I looked it up. I looked at yeah, I remember. Hopefully it's what you had in mind. I think it's still its own thing, but it definitely has inspiration from that one. That was a fun throwback, a fun old doodle to look at again. How long do I usually stream for? I mean, you can look at my past streams if you go to my channel, then click on live, I guess, or there's like a little category that has all my past streams. I feel like I usually stream for like 2 or 3 to 5 hours. Yeah, I'm actually listening to a playlist right now. I'm not listening to the same music I was listening to because I'm listening to a Spotify playlist right now. But if I played this, my channel would get DCMA'd. I'll link you my playlist. It's just like a big fat playlist of a bunch of chill songs that I like. It's like it's just what I put on when I don't really want to choose music, and I just know, yeah, they're songs I like or whatever, you know, just chill songs. Any reason why we aren't on Twitch? It's just easier to stream on here where the videos automatically get uploaded to my channel. Like the streams automatically get put up on here for people to rewatch. I could multi-stream to Twitch, but that's just like another thing, another technical thing to set up. And you know, it's easy to get discouraged for doing things like streaming for me. So I need to keep it simple. I'm just trying to keep it simple. I'm just doing it, okay? That's my goal. Just doing it. Oh, it does kind of look like a goat. Favorite mechanical pencil? Oh, I don't know. Nothing really pops into my head as a favorite. There's so many good ones. I mean, a mechanical pencil is kind of a mechanical pencil. I don't know. Most of them work pretty good. I feel like 99% of mechanical pencils like get the job done about the same. Just do what you do and do it good. Yeah. I guess so. I don't know about the do it good. Well, the do it good part, I'm focusing on just drawing. And if I focus on streaming good, then I'll get overwhelmed because there's a whole lot of crap to streaming good. Like overlays, bots, commands, multi-streaming, notifications. There's like a billion things to streaming that would easily overwhelm me, and then there's a much higher chance that I wouldn't do it at all, if that makes sense. So I want to, drawing is my main thing, and if I do this simple thing where I just hit play on a YouTube stream and keep it pretty simple, then it's enough for me at the moment, And if I get into enough of, if I, maybe I'll get to the point again where I can slowly make the streaming fancier. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, the streaming itself is not my priority. I just want to hang out and draw. I pulled up that old app I had, some of you may remember it, called Stream Avatars, where you would have like little characters walking along the bottom of the stream, which I was a little bit conflicted about because I feel like they're a little bit of a clutter. Like it adds clutter to the chat and it adds clutter to the screen, but it is a fun thing. And then I was just messing around with it, and I was gonna sync it or link it with my YouTube account, but then it was asking for all of these crazy permissions. Like it was asking, like you had to like link it to your account, and it was asking for permission to like add, remove, delete, modify, whole YouTube videos and comments. And I was like, there's no reason this app needs to be able to add, remove, and delete YouTube videos. Like that just seems really scary for me to give an app that permission. Chivalry is dead. Do I draw my own Christmas cards? No. I don't really send out a lot of Christmas cards. Or any. I might give one to April. Maybe I'll draw that one. That's a good idea. Have any tips on how to use a book as inspiration with your own doodles? I mean, everyone kind of gets inspiration their own ways. I feel like some of the best ways for me to get inspiration from other artists is to like look closely at how they like look closely at the lines themselves. Oh, that's a cool thing to do. Not at the whole drawing, but like how they constructed, how the drawing is constructed, maybe. Stuff like that. Because if you try to recreate the drawing, if you look too broadly at the drawing, I feel like then your drawings will start to look a lot like my drawings, which is not the end of the world, as long as you don't do that for like years and years. And you can do that too, but it also helps then at that point if you have multiple sources of art inspiration. Because I had that problem before when I was looking at Mobius drawings too much. Nice storyteller, Zeep. All right, see you later, Butterfly Girl. I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell someone else how to get inspiration. Like everyone's brain works a little bit differently. Everyone is inspired by slightly different things. Not sure why you yelled that. Maybe they're like downstairs or already walking away from the computer, you know, so I had to yell it. Westmore, how are you? What's the ideal facial hair? Mm, probably like one of those for a man or a woman, probably one of those cool pharaoh beards. Yeah, that would be sick. And then I'm not even sure. Are those even like real beards or just like a piece of jewelry? I'm not sure if actual pharaohs had that, was what I'm saying, or if that's just a thing they added when they were putting them in the what are those things called? In the no, they're not coffins. The word is escaping me. In the no, I'm not gonna look at chat. I can think of this. In the crypt, the tomb, the sarcophagus, the thing they put mummies in the what is it? Tell me. Didn't they put mummies in like a special thing? Is it called a sarcophagus? For some reason, I thought there was like a special word. Hmm. Okay. Did I say that? Oh. Okay, I got it. Okay. Cartouche? Ooh, I don't know what that word means, but it sounds cool. I've heard it before, but I don't know what it means off the top of my head. Is this similar meaning as all the other words I was saying? Cartouche. Yes. Do not touch my cartouche. My cartouche. Yes, very nice mouthfeel. Cartouche. Mausoleum. Mausoleum. Another cool word. Cartouche is all the symbols and hieroglyphs. Okay. I'm adding a little pyramid shape here, since we were talking about Egyptian stuff. Boom. How much of your overlapping lines / tubes are planned? I mean, I don't know. Any new videos to my label reading channel? Not recently. Not recently. I think if I add any more, I'll just add them to this main channel. Because why not? This is kind of contraption-y, I agree. Apostrobot, how are you? Do I read books or comics? I listen to audiobooks. Mostly it. Yo, Segway Dave. Thanks for that cartouche $5. Thank you. Very kind and generous of you. Cartouche. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate that. Peter, what is the best practical exercise for learning drawing? I don't think the problem with that question is I don't think I ever really did a lot of practical exercises. I just enjoyed doodling, so I doodled a lot. Which I know is not very helpful to say, just do it a lot. But if you find something you like doing, then you'll do it a lot without thinking about it, and it won't feel like exercises. I never wanted it to feel like a chore. I never really wanted to feel like I was doing exercises or practicing, or because it doesn't feel like fun to me, and I only ever did it because it was fun. What's up, Slow Joe Phonic? How you doing? I feel like if you find something you like doing, then you're gonna, if you do it enough, even if you're bad at it at the beginning, you'll push through. And of course, you'll always see areas where you can improve, and so you just kind of keep chipping away at it and keep improving, but it won't feel like practice because you like it. It'll feel like you're expressing yourself, like you're just doing something you like doing. So maybe it isn't drawing for you, maybe it's something else. All right, see you later, storyteller. Have a good one. If you dedicated a sketchbook while using a cute posture pal, what do you think the sketches would look like? What is a posture pal? I don't know. I don't know what you mean by that. What's a posture pal? Do you find you repeat certain lines or patterns for a while, then do other ones? What do you mean by a while? Do you mean like? I feel like there are definitely lines I use for more for like years at a time, and then I kind of move on mentally from those. Yeah, or some that I use for a few minutes and then move on. Even just for like a drawing, like it kind of makes a drawing feel more cohesive if there are some lines in it that are more similar to each other. Like this drawing has a bunch of these little kind of curled oval shapes in it. Is that kind of what you're talking about? But I don't think I usually think about it that explicitly. Mm. Draw and embroider and paint. I'm glad it's been helping you a little bit, Karen. Oh, you're taking a little break, Slow Joe? Nice, nice. Posture pals are like stuffed animals you put between yourself and the desk to improve your sitting posture. Oh, I never heard of that. I don't remember what your question was now about them. I feel like I have pretty good posture. When I draw. All right, see you later, Sandra. Have a good day. I'm a good posture boy. I mean, I like having a good slouch on the couch, but most of the time I have pretty good posture. I think it's because I can feel it in my lower back pretty quick if I don't have good posture. Whoa. I just realized I have a Burt's Bees here that has no flavor. It's just regular old Burt's Bees. I was gonna ask y'all which flavor I should use. Shit. Now, I like the coconut and pear, but I don't know. Oh wait, here's mango. Didn't realize I had so many of them right here. I think I'm gonna try the regular. Back pain is your posture palette? Yeah, me too, yeah. Well, I guess it's vitamin E and peppermint. As soon as I put it on, I realized there is definitely something to it. A rich taste of vitamin E and a hint of peppermint. Mmm, vitamin E. E. All right, this one is for Alice Dare. Alice Dare. In the UK. What does vitamin E taste like? It's like a little bit, it's like a savory, like tangy. Yeah, there's a pear flavor. The other day, April found a coconut and mint flavor, which was really good because it was more coconut than mint. It reminded me of coconut water. Really refreshing. Coconut pear. Tastes like everything. Yeah, it's just got a little bit of everything. Coconut mint. No, oh, sorry. I think I misspoke. Cucumber mint. Did I say coconut? I meant cucumber. Cucumber mint. All right, see you later, Mrs. Red Art's room. Have a good day. Thanks for dropping by. Good job, Chex Mix. You put a dent in it, huh? Yo, what's up? Take a bite, Eve. Thanks for that $20 and the incredible news about your cat. Thank you so much. Give your cat a nice little pet for me, if you don't mind. if you can get close enough without tearing up. Don't worry. Don't react to people like that. I'll get them. Don't worry. Thankfully, there's not very many. Thankfully, we don't get too many people like those. Pretty chill chat, all things considered. Heavy duty vanilla mint lip gloss. Like cartouche. Exactly. What happened? I banned a troll. Don't you worry about it. But also reporting them to YouTube does not hurt. I'm sure maybe their account will get removed or something. I don't know how it works. Little dead drops of them everywhere. Yeah, that's my strategy with chapstick, both chapstick and pocket knives. I just buy like a bunch of them and then scatter them around the house so I'm like, wherever I am, there's probably one on a desk or a counter or bedside table or an end table next to the couch. There's probably just one somewhere nearby because if I just had one or two of them, I would lose them and lose track. Yeah, this mug was sent to me by a viewer years ago. Yeah. Yeah, I used to not like chapstick at all. And I didn't like how it made my lips feel all gooey and slimy. But then I guess I got to a point in my life where my lips started getting chapped. I don't know if it's a turning 30 thing or what, but now I like putting it on. How you doing though, Pauline? Good to see you. Right. Yeah, I used to like growing up, my mom and my sister were just putting lotion on all the time like crazy, and they would all be like, "Hey, you want some?" I'm like, no, it feels slimy. But every now and then, now I'm like, oh, some lotion would feel so nice. Put it on my feet, or I put it on my back. Or sometimes my skin gets itchy, and like lotion helps my skin not be itchy. I don't know. I guess my body is just changing as I'm getting older. It's one of those things, I guess. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Karen. It's just how it goes sometimes. But it's not fun when it does happen, but it's just makes you appreciate it more when you do have it. I've broken a few of my favorite little handmade things too. Sometimes I break it when I'm washing them in the sink and they're like covered in soap and they slip out of my hand and suddenly my sink is just full of broken thing that I liked. What's up, Scar Sketched? Good to see you. Drawing Hulk and Venom? Nice. Are they fighting or just drawing them or what's going on? Is there like a scene? Now I'm imagining Hulk and Venom relaxing together, having a cup of tea out of handmade mugs. Hulk and Venom tea party. What's up, And? How are you? Have I ever attempted pixel art? A little bit. Sometimes I've made some little drawings with like MS Paint. But no, I haven't really ever gotten that serious about it. I could see it being fun though, for sure. That would be interesting, Pete, what Pete wants. I'm sure that's a thing. That's got to be a thing. Lotion in stick form. Yeah, I also am Coolio. Yep. One might say I'm hunky dory, even. I might go as far to say that. Even though I know that's pretty extreme. How many more books do I have left to doodle? Let me check. Pull that. The page is not staying open. It's okay. Products, orders, pending. Don't throw out big words unless you mean them. I know. Strong language. Apologize. I have 255 pending orders on my website for customized books. How you doing, MBH? 00. Sepia or brown ink drawings before? Yeah, I have a little bit, yeah. I think the thing I liked most about those is that how they're often a little bit, like the ink is a little bit, like a little bit translucent, and so you can kind of build up tones a bit, you know what I mean? I think I even have a YouTube video where I made my own sepia ink out of walnuts that I collected off the ground. But I didn't quite make it right in the sense that I didn't put the right preservatives in it to keep it from rotting in the jug. Hey, Lindsay. I haven't had any sog dogs in the past couple hours, no. Not too recently. Thanks to Zoodle. Thank you. I appreciate the encouragement. I'm listening to my Peter's Chill Tracks playlist on Spotify. It might come up if you search for that on Spotify. I think it's public. I don't know. It's just like a playlist of chill songs I like. How did my mouth and body feel after eating the inky hot dogs? It was very, very... The ink that I ate was cuttlefish ink. And... yeah, the background music is not the same music I'm listening to. I just want to put something on for y'all to listen to, but... I wanted to listen to different stuff. I apologize for not vibing on the same level as you. Hey, DJ Messer. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Hope you're doing okay. Glad to see you in a live stream. The cuttlefish ink was extremely salty and tasted very, very strongly of the ocean. And it made my butthole itch for like 3 days. That's the main thing that happened. What's up, Evan? How are you? Yeah, and I did like that aspect of it, creating the ink just from stuff I picked up off the ground that fell from a tree. Felt really cool. You wonder why? I think it's probably all the salt in it. That's what I suspect, but I'm not sure. I don't know. What I prefer as a gift? R. Crumb or H.R. Geiger? However you say it. Maybe H.R. Geiger? I should just settle on one way of saying it, just because I have a couple of really good R. Crumb books already. I have one R. Crumb book is amazing, it's one of him where he illustrated the whole book of Genesis in like a comic strip. So good. And it's like every single word of the book of Genesis is in there, but it's all his crazy drawings illustrating it. What's up, Henrietta? How are you? Can you make ink from acorns? Maybe. If you can do it from... Well, when I did it from the walnuts, I think I didn't use actual nuts, but they're husks, if I remember correctly. I'm not sure about the acorns. Husks. Isn't there some horror movie or game or something where a husk is like a scary creature? Some kind of monster called a husk? Oh, is that a Minecraft thing? Oh yeah, there's lots of acorns here, my part of the world here, too, in North Carolina too. Lots of oak trees. Lots and lots. Oh, dry zombies. Acorn ink is possible. What I kind of want to try is making my own drawing charcoal. I looked it up. Basically, you have to like burn some wood, but burn it in like a closed container or something. Basically, you want to burn it in a way so that like there's not a lot of oxygen available to it or something. It keeps it from like just disintegrating and being as brittle. You know what I mean? I think it'd be cool to make my own drawing charcoal. That'd be fun. Plus, a big upside of that experiment and project is that you get to burn stuff and play with fire. That'd be fun. I saw one tutorial for making your own charcoal. You just like put them in a coffee can and poke some holes or something. I might try that. Yeah, exactly. Dark gamer. All right, see you later, Karen. Have a good sleep. Quite fascinated with horrific details and find most passion to drawing them. It's 4:52 in the afternoon here, Henrietta. All right, six. What is that? 16:52. I do too sometimes. Scar sketched. I have this one book. I think it's called The Sick Rose. It's like a book all about like the art of like medical, like old school medical illustration back when before there was like cameras or computers or anything, and all these beautiful drawings in this book of like terrible ailments that people used to have. It's like they're like the grossest bodily inflictions, but they're just so beautifully illustrated. It's the weirdest juxtaposition. Temporal mutation. Yeah, I can see that. And thank you. Yeah, I like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there should be a link in the description, CTF Fanatic. If you put an oak apple under your pillow on a certain day, you will find your future marriage partner in a dream. On a certain day? Which day? Except Nicholas. Oh, thank you for the kind words. I appreciate that. Speaking of future marriage partner, I have news, everybody. I have news. Last week, I got engaged. So cheers, everybody. I'm now a fiance. Yeah. It's pretty exciting, isn't it? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. It's pretty exciting. Y'all get saved the dates? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know when the wedding's gonna be yet. Engaged in a more serious stage of the relationship, I guess. Yeah. YouTube official, that's right, floor ticket. Engaged in hand-to-hand combat. Ooh, look, egg mode. Was I nervous leading up to asking? I was confident. It was more, I more proposed to her because it got to that point where it was like we had already talked about that sort of thing. And so it's more asking her because I was like, this feels silly not to at this point. It's been slowly settling in that I'm engaged now, but at first it didn't really feel like much changed because I feel like I was just proposing to her because like that's where we're at. If that makes sense. It's like I just want to, like the ring, I gave her my grandmother's old ring that I had inherited, my grandmother's old engagement ring, and it didn't even fit on her. Got to go get it resized. It fit. She's been wearing it on her pinky, so that kind of sucks. But it's still. I was like, I can't wait. Just it more feels silly not to propose to her than to. Like I knew she would say yes. Is there a story behind it? We went. There's this neighborhood near here where they put up a bunch of these big, there's like these balls made of Christmas lights, and this neighborhood puts tons of them up in the trees. So the whole neighborhood is like beautiful, just these tons of Christmas tree light balls everywhere. And at night, it just looks beautiful, like you're in this fantasy land. And we went on a long walk. And then at the end, we stopped under this one ball that was bigger than all the rest. And I put my phone down. I was like, oh, we should take a selfie. And I put my phone down, but I put it on video mode instead. And I was like, I gotta ask you a question. I got down on one knee and popped the ring out. I said, will you marry me? That's what happened. Then I don't even remember if she said yes. She just started crying and kissing me a lot. So I took that as a yes. And then she has the ring now, so I think that's also a good sign. Oh, I'm sorry, KER. Yeah, I'm planning on. I've processed about half of the international requests that I have, and I'm planning on getting to the rest of them tonight. Okay. Someone else has emailed me about theirs too. I apologize that it's taking me so long. It takes me a while to process them because I have to like type in a bunch of forms and stuff, but that's not a good excuse. Well, it's a little bit of an excuse, but I hope to send you yours tonight, okay? And thank you. Painting with my fiance video coming out soon. Maybe. Hey Skeleman, thank you. Yeah, thank you for all the congratulations, everybody. Really appreciate it. Or pottery. Yeah, she has a little pottery wheel in her house. I kind of want to go and mess around making some ceramics. Or even not even using the wheel, maybe just like doing some hand building stuff. Mm-hmm. Cats claiming attention. Yeah, they'll do that. Sweet little kitties. This little thing here is it makes a bloop sound. No, I haven't had a cat in a while. I used to have a little outdoor cat years ago. You want me to live stream the wedding? Maybe. Maybe not though. Okay, that was for Alice there. I had a cat and returned it after like a week. Oh no, I did. Well, yeah, I didn't really count that as having a cat. It was only 3 days. there was there was a 7-day return period on the cat, and they seemed so insulted when I brought the cat back. Well, should be Mrs. Draws. No, she'll be Mrs. Deligdish. What was wrong with the cat? I think I should have gotten an older cat. It was like 5 months old or something, maybe like 8 months old. Basically, it was like fully grown, but it still had like a kitten temperament. I don't know. It's just, I probably should have given it more time. But basically, it was not the cat that was wrong. I just realized I didn't want a cat that bad. It would hide in the closet all day and then sprint around the house all night, meowing and making noise all night. It was probably all problems that would have resolved themselves just with a few more days or weeks or something, as it became more accustomed to the space, to my house, and to me, and me to it. But I was just stressed out. I was like, I think I don't want it that bad now. Sometimes you don't realize until you're there. But I'm like, why? I was like, I'm not having a good time with this cat. I never get to hold it or hang out with it or pet it. It spends the whole time hidden when I'm awake. And then when I'm trying to sleep, it's keeping me up. Right, that's what I was thinking. It's not having we're not vibing, and it can hopefully find a place where it can vibe better. Like the pet store was like trying to guilt me into keeping it. I'm like, I don't know if that's a good thing for a cat to be guilted into a home. But I'll wear for the wedding, yeah, something cool, definitely. Midnight prowls and yowls would be more tolerable if I could at least hang out with the cat some during the day. Also, I'm getting too cozy now. After 2 or 3 cups of tea have warmed me up from the inside. Yeah, I think that's how it should be, Milo. You should find willing, enthusiastic, loving owners, not people who are stressed out owners who've been guilted into it because they didn't know what it was going to be like or something. Like I was, I probably should not have gotten a cat in the first place because I thought it would be different or something. I don't know. I don't know why it was different than I thought it was going to be. I had only really had outdoor cats before that. I never really had an indoor cat before. Who knows why it turned out the way it did. But all I knew is I was not having a good time, and so I took it back. All right, Nicholas, have a good one. Happy birthday to your mom. I'll be right back. All right. The personalization options on this one. This one is very, it's like weirdly specific, but abstract at the same time. It says theme, beloved one, in parentheses, or something close to that. And then in parentheses again, it's the meaning of my surname. And then also says, but something else is also great. And then it says, it kind of closes the parentheses that were first opened at the beginning, but it's right before the parentheses close, there's a colon. So I'm not sure if it's a smiley face at the end or a colon and the parentheses are closed. If it's a smiley face, then the parentheses at the beginning are just left open. And if the parentheses are closed, then there's just a random colon. Yeah, it's pretty fitting. What do you eat for dinner? You gotta listen to yourself. You gotta dig deep down inside. Figure out what you crave the most, what your options are, what's realistic. The grammatical implications are dire. It closes. You think it's a combo punctuation? It closes and it's a smiley. And for some reason, I didn't consider that could be a thing. That's a powerful. That's powerful. Yeah. Is that like a little vampire bat, violet snail? That's what I see it as. Or maybe I just see it as a cute little vampire, and the little things on the side are its collar poking up beside its head. Incredible efficiency of language. Draw doodles and shape it like a heart. You know, I was kind of thinking that, but it seems so on the nose. I'm just gonna start and see what happens. We'll just see what happens. Who knows, man? It's such a thanks, hand-drawn storytelling. It's such a broad and powerful, and to me, a shapeless concept. Maybe it's an AI buyer. Maybe. This person has emailed me before. So it's an AI with an email address. Smiles and no eyes. I see you later, Violets now. Thank you. Thank you very much. At the end of it, it also said, but something else is also great. Okay? And that's where the smiley face was. I'm not saying I'm gonna immediately give up on the idea of drawing a concept like that. I'm just gonna say it could be a less direct interpretation. This color is Venetian red. Don't know why it's called that. Yeah, maybe so to Zoodle. I think they were just, I'm taking it as just like they're just putting an idea, a concept, an idea in my head, and then seeing what would happen if I drew with that idea in my head. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm just holding that in my head, and maybe if I draw with that in my head, it'll make a noticeable difference, or maybe the difference will be not so apparent. Who knows? The brain is a weird thing. What order am I up to? The last one I finished was 2555, 2,555. get too hungry to finish those. Yeah, that's understandable. I draw better on a full stomach, or at least not a noticeably grumbly, hungry stomach. Oh, I'm sorry, Springsteen. I'm sorry. Yeah, I did about 15 to 20 of them over the course of last week without live streaming them. So I apologize. But it's better than not doing them. I'd rather I like live streaming them and people can see the process if they want to, but priority is to get them done because there's so many people in line, you know what I mean? What's up, Mossy Ink? Glad to hear that, Mossy Ink. What's up, my 88110? How's it going? What's up, Millie? 333. How are you? MJP, hello. All right, see you later, Slow Joe, and thank you, thank you. All right, the next problem that I'm running into as far as fulfilling these orders is that this book I'm drawing in right now a lot of new people. Well, there have been a bunch of people that just this stream who said they've never made it to a stream before. Oh, you're saying just existing followers? You're saying I'm not reaching people who don't know who I am. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, I would agree. I don't know. Probably my thumbnail isn't good enough or something. Who knows? Not worrying about it too much. What's up, her crazy me? The problem with fulfilling these orders now is that this book I'm drawing in right now is the last copy I have. I've ordered 100 more, but they just haven't come in yet. So to keep fulfilling orders, I gotta wait for those to come in. I don't know where they are. It's kind of stressing me out a little bit because I had such good momentum of pumping these out, I felt like. I guess it's kind of on me for not ordering enough, having enough stock or something. Not really sure what to do about that. What's up, Mighty Loa? How many I've done so far? This is, well, this stream so far I've done, this is my 5th one. I don't know how many I've done total. Maybe like 70, 80. 2556. No, that number is how many orders I've had on my website. A lot of which, probably most of which, are just people ordering. The reason that number is so high is because people over the years have been ordering the like ebooks from my website. Like I have an ebook on my website that is like all 3 of my line almanacs combined for like $12 or something like that. That's what they've been buying. The last order number I completed was 2555, but the 5 books I'm doing today don't have an order number because they're international orders, and those go through a different system than the ones on my website. Yeah, this is kind of a terracotta color. I agree with that. The drawing itself is reminding me of intestines a little bit, which is kind of weird, but try not to fight my own brain. That's goal number 1. Future Peter Pan plans? Maybe. I haven't been very good at staying in touch with the lady who helps me do the Peter Pans. Yeah, the colored pencil is definitely a lot different than the ink. They work a lot different. Yeah, all the gradients. That's what I call them, but I know what you mean by the saying transparent. Oh, it resets at 999. Actually, there's another digit. All of those order numbers, like I'm at 255. There's actually 5 digits. There's a 0 in front of all those orders. way to see how much ink is left inside. Well, that was the idea with some of the ones we did before that were transparent, I think. We did some transparent ones before. I guess we're trying to mix it up and make each one a little bit different. Because there were some transparent ones with engraving on them. First one, maybe one of the other ones too, yeah. I'd have to go pull out my collection of them. Nice, Dark Gamer. What's up, Caleb? How are you? Good to see you. Essence of Matt, hello. Oh, sorry about that, Microworks. Yeah, there weren't very many. I think there were only like 100 of the gold ones available anyways. Peter, your next drawing could be a tribal scene of summoning of separate souls using two pens tied together in order to create identical souls separately. That's true. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, what Pete wants. That's scary. Looks like a duck. Perfect. You see the duck too? Fifth dimensional duck, yeah. Yeah, maybe I should have it like a little spot on my website. Like they're most of them are not for sale anymore per Crazy Man, but maybe I should like I think I could find pictures of them all and at least just so you can see what they all look like. They're all for sale on the Gold Spot website, but maybe the ones that are sold out now, those pages are deactivated or something. It's funny, I'm not seeing the duck at all, but I love that y'all are. Oh yeah, I see the pitcher plant vibes for sure. When I lived in Wilmington, North Carolina, there was like a bog garden nearby. You could go, and there was just tons of. It was like one of the only areas in the world where Venus flytraps would grow natively, and there were other carnivorous plants too. I think maybe some pitcher plants, stuff like that. It was just so cool to go and see all the crazy plants there and bugs buzzing around, getting eaten. And then every now and then, it seemed like maybe once a year, they had cameras set up in this garden and everything. Once a year, there would be like a big plant heist where someone would come in and steal all the Venus flytraps. They just rip them all out of the ground, steal them. Crazy. They really did apothecary carnivorous plants, yeah. It's nuts. Did they ever catch them? I don't know. No, I totally understand MJP. The fountain pens in general are kind of expensive for what they are. It's definitely a fun little collector's hobby. But they're definitely not the cheapest thing. I was talking to my pen people, and they're considering maybe doing a type of pen in the future that's not a fountain pen, like a rollerball pen or something like that. I feel like a non like a pen like that instead of a fountain pen would be both cheaper and more widely accessible to people who aren't like pen nerds. You know what I mean? Because fountain pens are pretty niche when it comes down to it. Pilot BPS fine. I don't know what that is. I mean, I have a few Pilot pens that I like. I don't know if that precise uh, brand or model that you're talking about doesn't ring any bells for me, but so Mr. Rat writes, ooh, macaroni salad. Delightful. Love a little macaroni salad. I mean, when I say I love macaroni salad, that might be a bit of an exaggeration, but it's okay. It's okay. What's up, Mark Kevin? This doesn't look like the Incredible Hulk. Uh, it doesn't? Look again. I used to eat so many of those Vienna hot dogs. I'm just kidding. You don't think it looks like the Incredible Hulk now? Wait a second. Now look. Uh-huh. I'm just kidding. Now look. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mark. Oh yeah, yeah. I got engaged last week. Yeah. Hmm. Ominous. It feels a little ominous in the sense that I don't know how to put on a wedding. Still eating quarter pounders. No, I switched over more. If I'm gonna have a fast food burger, I more do a Dave's Double from Wendy's. That's more my go-to these days. Yeah, I don't go to McDonald's anymore for some reason. I think fast food in general has been getting more and more expensive and not much better quality, but at least at Wendy's, I feel like the burger is better for what I'm paying. What's up, 78 Simonator? Good to see you. Being a wife is awesome. Oh, it's good to hear. Also, I feel like the Wendy's near me is like a secret Wendy's because their sign out front is broken. So I feel like it's like I'm like in a secret club that like the sign that is like never lit up. Like at night, if you go, it's like almost invisible from the road, but they're still there, still in there making me burgers. Hey, Subsy. I totally believe it. Yeah, it's definitely noticeable just over the past few years. Hey, Peter, I'm curious, is it possible to become an artist without going to art school or college? Yeah, I did it, so I guess so. Don't know how realistic it is for most people. I feel like becoming a, I mean, it depends what mean by becoming an artist. I feel like anyone can become an artist, really. You mean like a full-time artist and support yourself by doing that? I don't think many people do that. It's pretty uncommon. Just look at the percentage of people who make art and the percentage of people who make art full time. It might not be a good goal. Like even me, I did it for like 15 years and I am now working on getting another job because I'm not making enough money from it consistently. It's too unpredictable. But you definitely don't need college. I went to art school after being an artist for a minute, for like a decade or two, just because I wanted to be around other people mostly. All right, I'll try to stream earlier for you next time, her crazy man. Her crazy me. Sorry, I said her name wrong. Worked as a freelance artist for 47 years and making ends meet was never easy. Yeah, I believe it. You met your husband at college? Yeah, I met my fiance at art school. See, that was one of the best things. April, I was at figure drawing class, life drawing class. April was the model. And then I went to, I like said like hello and goodbye to her sometimes, like, hey, thanks for posing or whatever. I didn't talk to her that much, but then one time we went to a Halloween party at the art studio. I didn't at the time. I didn't go to the. I wasn't part of this art studio, but now it's the art studio I now rent space at. We went to a party there. We were both there, and we talked there. I was dressed as a gecko. She was dressed as a chicken. So one of the first times we really got to talking, and yeah, everyone thought they could do a better job just taking their own digital photographs. Yeah, I believe it. That sucks. What's up, Stacey Dan? Yeah, maybe it's subconscious. Definitely does feel pretty organic. Subsubsidy. No, he moved out of the apartment in the fridge, and he lives in a little apartment in a little cubby, a little nook in the living room now. He's doing good. He's got a little TV in there. He's got a toilet, a living room table, a dining room table, uh, a Maserati motorcycle. No, a Ducati motorcycle. Sorry, misspeak. Misspeak. Um, he's got a dog. I think so, Tazoodle. I think so. Should not be a problem. No, he lives good. And he still dresses to the nines every day. Like full coat and tie. I mean, his coat has like tails and everything. It's like dress for success type thing. It's inspiring. See you later, Piopo Leaps. Thanks to Zoodle. Yeah, this one's interesting. Hmm. Oh, what's up, Alistair? Yeah, I just drew yours a few minutes ago. Just got to rewind and you can see it. Hope you're doing well. Thanks, Microworks. Just kind of having fun. Like a lot of the color pencils drawing I've been doing is like just like more like gradients, but I'm just a lot of this has experimenting with actually actually straight up drawing some lines, you know. Which is weirdly I don't do as much with the pencils. I think that looks pretty cool there. Yeah, I'm using Faber-Castell Polychromos pencils. Shows up better on yellow pencils. If you want to see the words. Some Gabriel gathers. Yeah. Any tips for a beginner sketcher? I say find some pens that feel or pencils or markers that feel satisfying to use, like just satisfying to draw with the paper and the pen, you know, just the actual act of drawing feels good. And then, you know, look at some things in real life that are interesting to you. And then if you're just drawing like abstract stuff that I do, just kind of recombine and recreate those shapes and feelings. That's kind of what I do. Some believe they're the best. They're up there for me. I really enjoy them. What's up, Patty? Oh, I forgot what your real name is. It's not Patty, though. That's all I remember. Oh, Leanne. Okay, I'll try to remember for next time. I'll try. Okay, I'll try. No promises. Hey, Sarah. Yeah, I believe in you, Gabriel. I'll call you Patty. Oh, you want to be called Patty? Okay. Yeah, don't take it too seriously. Try to have fun. Make things that look cool to you. Yeah, don't take it too seriously. If you're just oh, look at this. Oh, I thought this pen was almost empty, but then all the ink, I realized the ink was all just up here. I think it'll come down. Oh, those like watercolor pencils, Pete? Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how the book opens flat and just sits there pretty well. Yeah, I like drawing a little frame on the drawing sometimes. It has a surprisingly nice effect. I'll draw a little frame on this doodle since a little border on this doodle. It's on a page. Look at the bottom of this. On the bottom of this page, it says, a little bit of a border goes a long way sometimes. Albrecht Dürer. Yeah, he did a lot of etchings. Yeah, I think that was a crazy looking rhinoceros. It looked like super duper armor plated. If I'm thinking of the right one. Follow your heart. The heart says you suck at art. Yeah, I find the more I think about my art, the less I like it. I won't say the worse it gets, but I'll say the less I like it. That's often why I don't like commissions of like someone asking me to draw something specific. Because then I have to think about I have to like think about what's in this other person's brain. How do I get it into my brain, or how do I get it onto the paper? The type of drawing I like is just when I think, because when I started drawing in the first place was when I was in school, just like listening to the teacher or whatever, and it was a way just to kind of keep my brain from daydreaming, because I was still listening. It wasn't a way to engage my brain, it was almost a way to disengage my brain. So from the beginning, drawing has been a way for me to kind of disconnect a little bit. Mhm. Mhm. This one's for Anne Marie. All right, everyone. That's all the books I have to draw in right now. So I'm waiting for more books to come in. Hopefully they come in soon. I'm going to order more, and hopefully more come in soon to draw in. I'm going to get back on them orders. I have about 25 to ship out right now, so I'm going to try to get those sent out tomorrow. I'm going to package them up today and send them out. And yeah, but hopefully, even if I don't have books to draw in, which feels really bad on my part because it's really affecting my productivity as far as getting these orders out. Maybe I'll still hop on and live stream and do some other drawing, just for like making some videos and stuff. Yeah, because I do like the live streaming, Dark Gamer. I like it. I'm pretty good at live streaming if I'm not I don't know, like any amount of anxiety or work in other areas of my life uh makes me not feel like live streaming, but if everything's going all right, I like hopping on a live stream. Anyways, I'll see you later, hopefully. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Appreciate it. Good to see all of you. Hope the rest of your day goes well, the rest of your week. And appreciate all the support, even if you were just hanging out, not even chatting. And goodbye, okay? Thanks, everybody. Goodbye. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, maybe April will come on a live stream sometime. See you, Michael. Phenoemiolajolia. See ya. Yes, Merry Holidays, Happy Christmas, fantastic New Year's. I'll be on before all of that again. I'm pretty sure. But see y'all later, okay? Bye. Like and follow or something the stream.